We back and we back and we back. It's your boy Coach D changing the playbook up once again for the NFL Tour AFC West. Now we know who the champions is. You know, he repping it very hard right now with the jersey on the hat. You know, so shout out to Conspiracy Theory in the building, CT. You know, what's up with you? Got my man Tev representing the Broncos. And I got my man, well, a fan. Don't get me wrong, he a fan of the Broncos. And I got my man Jay out here representing the LA Chargers. So the first step of this NFL tour is that we're gonna do a storyline from each team. We're gonna do the best three. I'm gonna start it off because I think this is the hottest storyline of all four teams. Antonio Pierce, head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders. You know what I'm saying? We smoking in the locker room now. Yeah, ain't
Mm.
nobody doing that. Ain't nobody doing that on none of y'all teams. That's why Gardner Minshew came over there. That's why Christian Wilkins came over there, because we smoking in the locker room. So, yeah, talk to me when y'all start doing that. The culture has changed. So what are the Chiefs doing over there? Let me know.
Well, well, let me start off like this: reigning, defending, undisputed NFL Super Bowl champions. Now, to start off, my first story is this: we already had defense was arguably number one at 16.9. Right? Watch this. Now we brought McCole back. Hollywood said he won a ring. And with Worthy, you talking about the new Legion of Zoom. Yo, Ho- uh, McCall run a 4-3. Hollywood run a 4-2-3. And Worthy run a 4-2-1. Yo, you gonna be out there picking your poison. You add the arguably the best tight end ever to even lace up. And you put all them on the field at the same time, what you gonna do?
The discussion,
Yeah, that shit is that
discussion
scary
wasn't
though.
y'all wide receivers getting open. It was them catching the ball. So is he going to catch the ball?
Hey, you're definitely catching it.
Tab, what the Broncos working on over
Yo,
there?
yo. So for the Broncos, I think it all come down to what Sean Payton do to them boys. So that's gonna be the Broncos' first storyline. How are they gonna perform under Sean Payton without Russell Wilson being in the building? Because they just bring in what's his name, Bo Nix. Yeah, Bo Nix from Oregon. So we're gonna see if he can turn him Bo Nix into his New Orleans version of Drew Brees. But I think that's going to be the overall storyline is how can Sean Payton rally the boys to get the Broncos back to playoff prominence the way they was when Peyton was there. So that's how it's going to be for them.
All right. Sound like it's my
Oh.
time
So
to
you bring up? I heard you bring up both Knicks.
Bo Nix.
Yeah, so I'm a lean that into
I
my
heard.
second
I was
storyline.
gonna say.
Yeah, that's going to lead into my second
Okay. I got you.
storyline. But I
What's
wanted to
up, Jay?
start off
Talk to
with
me.
the Sean Payton.
Okay. Then
Okay.
talk to me, Jay. Talk to me about them LA Chargers, man.
The LA Chargers, they got some stuff brewing out in LA. They took a couple losses, but they really feel confident about Jim Harbaugh coming in, taking over the system, getting everything together, putting the pieces that he got together. He got Justin Herbert. He's got a couple of weapons on offense and defense. So I think they're really just excited about Jim Harbaugh coming in and bringing a level of intensity in terms of leadership, championship experience or Super Bowl experience at least playing. So I'm excited to see him at least do this too. Jim Harbaugh is definitely an upgrade. It would never be a downgrade from them last season.
I can definitely agree with that. I can definitely agree with that. Okay, everybody got some main points right now, except for the Chiefs. Fuck the Chiefs right now, but Raiders second storyline. I'm going with again. Brock Bowers out of the draft, tight end out of Georgia. Definitely a playmaker, definitely a blocker. But the one thing I want to add on is that second round the year before in the draft, they picked up my man Michael Mayer, tight end. So yeah, my bad. So yeah, man, they got two tight ends right there. Also they got Brian. I forgot my man first name, but they got my man Brian tight
Okay.
end also. So I'm
Brock
looking at
Bowers.
Antonio Pierce, huh?
Brock Bowers.
Yeah. Brock Bowers, Michael May, and then some boy named Brian. I forgot his first name, but they gonna be tough right there. We already know who they got on the outside. We don't really have to bring his name up because his name speak volumes. You know what I'm saying? So I got one little question. I'm gonna move on. I got one little questionable about the Raiders. I'm gonna move on. They talking about Gardner Minshew being their starting quarterback right now. That's a little questionable for me. You know, as a Coast fan, but Chiefs, conspiracy theory. Yo.
I don't think he heard you. It's on you, Chiefs.
Well, let's see. Mm, mm, mm. Where do I start? Now, you spoke of tight ends. Now, we just drafted a great tight end. You know, he out there, and he's a blocking tight end at that. So now you're talking about putting all those other pieces I mentioned before, and now you take that, you put him on one side, you got Kelsey on the other. Oh man, that's again. What's that backfield going to do?
What y'all coming out? 5 receiver set or play? 3 receivers, 2 tight
Who
ends.
going who going to stop it?
What about the run game?
They could if they wanted to,
Who
honestly, but
going to
they don't
stop it?
need to.
Oh, I'm gonna get to that because we definitely drafted a rugby player, my man Lightning. Yeah, he damn near fullback.
Yeah, I heard a
Oh,
couple
that
things
motherfucker
about
playing
him.
football like you play rugby. Yeah. So it's definitely going to be one of those new style, innovative. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. This is going to be an interesting season, and we open it up with Baltimore.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good opener. I know they out for blood.
Hey, they can be out for whatever they want to. It ain't gonna make no difference.
Oh.
They are. I mean, how many years do we got to go by to prove Lamar ain't what people think Lamar is? In the famous words of Dennis Green, they're not who we thought they were.
Hold on. So
You talking about
and when you
MVP
say
Lamar
that,
Jackson? You talking about MVP Lamar Jackson?
Man, look, yeah, the
Ooh.
same guy we just sent home in the AFC Championship game. Yeah, that guy.
but we talking about week one. We talking about week one.
It
We
don't
talking about
matter.
playoffs.
I don't care. I don't care what week it is.
We took.
You give me a game that Mahomes has lost week one.
I'm
Last
not.
year,
I'm not. Hey,
lying.
but y'all lost in the regular season though. It
No,
ain't
no,
like
no.
y'all had a perfect
Give
regular
me,
season.
give me a season where Mahomes lost week one.
Last year,
No,
this past season,
that bullshit with the Lions.
with the
No, that was
Lions.
bullshit.
Yeah,
That was
That was
bullshit.
bullshit.
I mean, you said give
That
you a
was
game.
bullshit. That was bullshit. But hey, man, Broncos, man, what's that second storyline about Bo Nix, man? What's good, Tim?
Yeah, so leaning into the second story, piggybacking off of the first one where I said Sean Payton, him and Bo Nix is gonna have to have that same chemistry that him and Drew Brees had in New Orleans for them to have a productive season because they don't got nothing left on defense other than Surtain. They then lost Justin Simmons. I don't know who they got on the D line, honestly, linebacker too. So if they don't get no production out of Bo Nix, it's gonna be a repeat of last year. So it's definitely gonna come down to Bo Nix and how can he lead the offense to put points on the board because I don't see too much coming from that defense.
Now, my question to you about Bo Nix: do you think he will have a better season than J.J. McCaffrey from the Vikings?
Oh, McCarthy. No, because JJ McCarthy got everything around him. He got Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson, Addison, TJ Hawkinson, Bo Nix. All he got is what, Cortland Sutton and whoever they got at tight. So
That's
nah, I
about
don't
it.
think he's gonna be
That's
have a better
about it.
season than JJ.
That's about it for real.
Bo Nix was the
But
last
hey,
quarterback off the board too. So
so but he was the last quarterback. But I heard you preaching about him and Sean Payton having that chemistry. If he have it like Drew Brees, but Drew Brees when he had Sean Payton was throwing about 4,000. You know what I'm saying, putting in good numbers. So if he able to have that type of chemistry with Sean Payton,
But another
but
thing, Drew Brees had Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas. Javante Williams ain't Alvin Kamara. He tough, but he ain't no Alvin Kamara. And they ain't got Cortland Sutton ain't no Michael Thomas. Cortland Sutton barely give you 17 games.
damn,
I agree.
damn. So the offense around him just not up to par. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, shit. Offensive line too. We don't know much about their O line. Everything a question mark right now.
Okay. Jay, what's up with them Chargers, man?
Wanted to get into my second point. Talk about that new tight end room with Hutchinson and my man Hayden Hurst because they looking like they gonna be doing damage next year. They still got Justin Herbert. Hurst coming off a year. I think he had about a little over 1,800 yards in his career now, like 15 touchdowns. So he's doing excellent in terms of going up. And you got Hurst and Hutchinson right there. I think Justin Herbert is going to really take advantage of that two tight end duo right there. They block as well. They block just as well. And I'm hearing that the energy is just different with the Chargers right now in terms of they have a lot to prove this year. And Justin Herbert's going to get them the ball. That's one thing I say for sure. Justin Herbert's going to make sure they both get the ball. They're going to get touches. I'm just eager to see them pass and run blocking for real because that's going to be a thing of beauty to see two dominant tight ends to me playing in the same system.
So I hear everybody bringing up tight ends. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Out the potential. I ain't gonna say out of what niggas already did. I'm talking about going into next year, going into next season. The Raiders got the best tight end core, man.
I don't know because potentially yes,
That,
but
that's
we
that's
ain't we
all I'm
ain't seen it
saying.
yet. We ain't
But
seen it yet,
we got to see it in action first.
and they don't have the quarterback to show that.
Exactly.
So potentially, yeah, but until I see it, I ain't too
They could
sure about
have
that.
that best score. If
I
the
ain't gonna,
quarterback not getting on the ball, it don't matter.
I ain't
That
gonna lie.
shit was
Even though, you know, Gardner Minshew, he be off his Hulk Hogan shit with the mustache and all that. Our tight ends had a good season last year, man. They
that shit
the
was so
ball was
disrespectful.
thrown on, huh?
That shit was so disrespectful.
I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I was just going into next season. I know
That
what
shit was so.
Travis Kelsey has done in the NFL. I know what he did last year. I get all that. But we going into next year. And you know, sometimes you gotta fall off, man. Sometimes we on that high horse, sometimes you just gotta fall off. And Brock Bowers is one of them tight ends that's just gonna take his spot. That's all I'm saying.
Mm, mm, mm.
I got Brock Bowers. I might as well go into my last point. I got Brock Bowers being top 5 and tight ends and receiving yards, and then I got Max Crosby winning Defensive Player of the Year. No
He gonna have
argument.
to he gonna have to be top 3 in sacks for that.
Yeah.
All right, so I had to look at Antonio Pierce, credentials on how he got there. So we know they played with Washington. We know they played with the New York Giants. But after he retired, he went along and played defense assistant coach at Arizona State. And when what's the old boy coach? Josh McDaniels got fired last year. They brung in Antonio Pierce. Had a nice little record with 5-4 record. I mean, yeah, 5-4 record at the end of the season. But Max Crosby came out and said, "I won't resign my deal unless y'all hire Antonio Pierce." So I'm looking at him like, all right, then, nigga, you got to step up because you making calls like this, for an organization. You got to show me something this year. And he's been on. I ain't gonna say he's been looking like T.J. Watt and Myles Garrett, but he's been on that level. He's been tiptoeing around that joint. So if he give me that type of potential, he really, speaking up for his head coach. So that's where I'm coming from there.
And then another thing I noticed, defensive player of the year typically come from a playoff team, which means the Raiders gonna have to make the playoffs. And I don't see
Yeah,
that happening.
yeah. I mean, what T.J. Watt been? They was on the borderline of making the playoffs, right? And he was in the conversation. Myles Garrett borderline of making the playoffs, and he was in the conversation.
I mean, but those teams was in the playoffs though. You said the Browns with Myles Garrett. Who was the who you say before that?
Steelers. Talking about the
Yeah,
Steelers.
even they made the playoffs.
So, I mean, I guess that goes into later on down into one of our next topics. So before we get there,
Well, I think that's going to be honestly. I think that's going to be an interesting division. That division is going to be a dogfight every week.
with
Yeah,
the Steelers,
AFC North. Yeah.
Yeah, that East. Yeah, it's going to be a dogfight.
y'all division gonna be a dog fight. Don't think it's sweet. Don't think it's sweet out here, man.
Don't think it's sweet, but
Oh,
It's gonna
God,
be a
man.
cakewalk.
Don't
So
think
do
it's
you? All
sweet.
right, do you realize we take this division by at least 4 games every year? By at least 4.
Is this true, y'all? Is this true,
Yeah, it's
Ted?
I'm
true.
gonna need y'all to go
for
look
the
that
most
up. We
part,
take
yeah.
this
True.
division by at least 4 games every year.
That's true for the most part, yeah.
I mean,
Because none of the other teams got stability at quarterback.
that's not our fault.
Besides
Yeah, it's
the
not.
Chargers got the quarterback. The Chargers
Okay,
in they
so
play calling. They
watch this.
coaching.
Yeah,
So look at Herbert. You can't tell me he don't got an arm.
He do.
You
yeah, they
can't
do.
tell me.
Yeah,
So what's
it's
the
their
problem?
coaching.
The
Yeah,
problem
it's
was
their
play
coaching
calling
in
last
LA.
year and coaching.
Yeah,
They had endless games I watched. It was questionable
where
play
they lost
calling,
by 3 points.
running on 3rd and 13, shit like that. And you had Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. That
And
They
third
now,
and
lost to
one,
and
Eckler.
now
third
neither
and
one of
one,
them there.
bad play calls,
Yeah, Eckler
just not
gone
getting
too.
them ready. Yeah, Eckler gone. Like it, the Chargers actually had a very good squad. They just didn't have good coaching. They were supposed to be the team that gives the Chiefs bump every year.
Now, why y'all let Mike Williams go out? Never knew.
And
This
Hulk
man
Hogan
6'6".
Utah.
This
Hulk
man
Hogan
six
Utah
six.
last year.
Shit, that's
I
that
was
new
going
regime coming in.
I was gonna get into that, man, because they got some pickups and they got some losses. They got some bad losses in terms of like you said, Austin Eckler, Mike Williams, Eric Kendricks is gone. I was like, damn, I heard all three of them. I was like, damn, that's a blow. And they trying to plug and replace. They got J.K. Dobbins. That's
Bringing in all
decent.
Ravens.
Yeah, they bringing in all the Ravens, Jim Harbaugh.
Right.
But they also got my boy Brendan Rice, I'm telling everybody that's
Oh
my
yeah,
my
Jerry's
sleeper
son.
offensive rookie of the year. Justin Herbert and
Ooh,
Brendan Rice. If he comes in doing what I think he's gonna do, offensive rookie of the year could go. Could go. He could.
How?
Herbert is the
How?
perfect quarterback for him. Herbert is the
How is
perfect
it?
quarterback for him. He's going to get him the ball. He's going to get him the ball.
And there's no Kenneth Allen there.
Yeah, there's no he honestly that number one slot. Anybody could come up and take that at this point.
And Hulk Hogan beat y'all last year too, so don't forget.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got Devontae Adams to throw it to this time. We ain't had no Devontae Adams.
That you calling him Hulk Hogan?
Well,
He called him Hulk Hogan crazy.
Mustache.
They got a couple little pickups, J.K. Dobbins. What you call it? What's his
Gus
name?
Edwards too.
Christian Fulton. Yeah, Edwards.
all I
Denzel
know,
Perryman.
all I know is my man Rice is the best running back in the West. Fight me for it.
Who?
You said
Fight me
who?
for it. Rice.
Who?
Who is right? Who are you talking about?
Oh my God. I mean, damn. Who am I talking about?
You said Rice. You mean Pacheco?
You
Yeah,
talking about Pacheco?
yeah,
The little angry stomping
yeah,
monster.
How
yeah.
you gonna be the best running back in the West? You ain't even know his name.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
They offense gonna be predicated on him this year. So I mean we gonna see. If
Hey, don't.
I wouldn't say he the best, but he's
Then who?
decent
If he not, then
Who?
who?
in
Derrick
this
Henry?
division.
No.
Oh, you
No, he's
said
saying in this
AFC
division.
West.
Yeah, he
AFC
said
West.
in the division. He
Yeah.
In
said
this
the division.
division, yeah, but that's not really saying much because y'all don't even need him. Keep it real. Y'all offense, if y'all really wanted to be a pass heavy team, which y'all probably will be, y'all don't really need to run the ball, or y'all just
Yeah.
switch it up like y'all do throughout the season. Some
And
parts of
then
the season y'all run heavy, some parts of the season y'all passing game is going, but y'all receivers drop too many passes. So yeah, you definitely gonna need Pacheco to pick up the slack.
and
It's
then
all
defense
one
is
the
definitely
dog.
not gonna sell out to stop y'all run.
Yeah,
That's the least of their worries.
At this point, hell yeah.
Shit never was. Pat
Nah,
not
nah.
good.
They try to
Nobody
stop a
worried about
couple
no
of
run
times.
game.
They tried to stop a couple of
Trying to
times.
slow down 15.
All right, man. So
Good luck.
let's get to these percentages, man. Let's break this down. So, what
Oh
percentage
Lord.
you got each team winning this division? I guess I started off. I believe I'm not going to fake. I'm not going to sit here and fake. I believe I got the Chiefs 75%. And what was it? The Chargers and the Raiders 10% and the Broncos 5%. Sorry, Broncos. Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I
Why
agree
are you
with you.
doing this to me, man?
I
Why?
agree
What
with
I
you.
do to you?
Huh?
He
What I
gave
do
y'all
to you, man?
75%.
I
What you
gave
mean?
y'all 75%.
What I do to you, man?
God
Man,
damn.
he must need like 95 or something.
I gave the Lions last week 70%.
Nah,
Mm.
I agree with you though, bro. Because the Broncos, I don't see them having too much of a good season. Like I mentioned earlier, they don't have too much. Defense took a hit with the loss of Justin Simmons and not bringing in no like top assets. Sean Payton's still a question mark. So yeah, I do see them being at the bottom of the division, honestly. Yeah, everything you said was like spot on.
That's
So
hard to
same
say
for
for
me.
a fact. I know. Hard to take that. What you got?
Jesus Christ.
What you got, Jay?
Dang, my man hurt on the 75 though.
What you got, Jake? I know what he got if he heard on 75.
I'm gonna go last. I just want to hear all this.
I was a little lenient. I gave the Chiefs 60% chance to win the division. Yeah, I went a little low because you got to factor in injuries, brother. You got to factor in injuries, and you got to factor in the fact that the Chargers have a brand new coach, so we don't know what we're gonna get from them. We can sit up here and say, I'm gonna get a 60 to them, and then that other 40%, we're gonna split that between the Raiders, the Broncos, and the Chargers. We're gonna split that between them. But that's as close as I'm gonna give it because I can't be unrealistic and give y'all 70, 75% just because y'all won the Super Bowl. As if in the regular season, y'all don't have times where y'all lose games that y'all should win. And that happens every year. Y'all lose games that y'all should win. And y'all have injuries throughout the season. Every team has injuries. Y'all coming off a Super Bowl win. This wide receiver core is fast. I need to see them all play together complete. Like I need to see them consistently. So that's why I'm being a little more, I'm lowering it instead of 75%. I know you probably thinking, dang, they just won it. What else do they gotta do? What else do Patty gotta do? He 90% should be all the way, but I'm factoring in injuries and I'm factoring in these other teams putting up a fight in these division games as well. These division games are not going to be sweet for y'all. They're going to be some good rivalry games. So I'm gonna get that 60, and we're gonna split that 40%. However you want to do it. It could be the Chargers up, it could be the Raiders, it could be the Broncos. We just got to see how things play out.
This shit is so disrespectful.
Break it down, then. Break it down.
This shit is so disrespectful.
What's your
How
perception?
do you give this man anything less than 96%, considering the fact that we absolutely have run this division for the last damn near, if I take the 2 seasons before him, you're talking about 9 years. And you gonna say we got a 50% chance, a 70% chance? How? Like, explain this, Sway. What are you looking at? Tell me, Sway. What the hell are you looking at?
Like my man said, last year, right? Y'all went into the season. People wasn't expecting Travis Kelce to get banged up the way he did. So y'all went through a whole season with him being banged up. Going
And
through a
still got a what?
championship.
And still got a what? What do we still
I
end up
mean,
with?
that's a lot. That's big props to that, but we still going on to another season with a lot of teams changing up their system.
Matter of fact, we went through the season with him banged up. These niggas dropped 50 passes that I could have went out there and caught. They dropped them.
So
You know what I mean?
what you saying is that wasn't even y'all best season. So how was y'all?
Exactly. It wasn't. And we still got a ring.
Oh, God damn.
Now you give this man more weapons and you think, oh my God.
Who was more weapons though?
Hey man, we just trying to keep the door open, bro. That's it. Bro. We just trying to keep the
Still
door
gonna keep
open
what
Weapons?
door open?
for teams.
You talking
Why?
about Irvin?
Patty was never the problem. The problem was last year y'all was dropping the ball. That's
It
literally
was
all it
who?
was. It was literally
Everything
receivers
else.
were dropping the ball. It was literally
Yeah.
everything but
And
Patty.
we still
Patty was
ended up
doing
with a
the
ring.
running.
Hold on, y'all don't got Snead no more.
Who?
Yeah, the
Snead, the
defense definitely
Yeah,
gonna take a
He,
hit.
he was he was the biggest problem in
they
the
gonna figure it
backfield.
out. They
He
figure
had
it
more
out every
penalties
year.
than
But
Their
he,
anybody
defense
else.
just
yeah,
turn up.
Nah,
Yeah.
what they, I
from
feel
a
like what
penalty
they lost
standpoint, he
on
had more
defense, they
penalties than
made
anybody
up
else.
on offense.
You know the reason why he got more penalties than anybody else on the team?
It don't matter.
It do matter.
Okay, so he took on the number one receiver. I get it. He did that every week.
So who gonna do that?
Oh boy.
Who gonna do that?
It's gonna be by
McDuffie.
committee.
Or
Yeah, man,
McDuffie
young
probably.
boys young out there. But anyway, man, you
When we end up with
so
another ring, hey, just keep this joint in the archives, because when we end up with another ring, we're gonna play this joint back.
y'all ain't getting a ring this year.
You heard it here first.
I ain't getting three.
Three
That means
P.
y'all went back to back to back. Y'all
Three
count
P.
down.
3 on those trace.
Nah, nah, nah. So I mean, we might as well get to the next topic since you want to say back to back to back.
All right.
The biggest how I put this. So you go on FanDuel, you put in the bet for the NFL season. You want to get the biggest outcome, the biggest payout. What's the bet that you putting on for the NFL season before we get out of here? On any
Like,
player, any team, just one bet.
oh, any player or any team.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's just like shit.
Any player, any team. Oh,
Any
you
player,
already know where I'm going.
bet.
You already know where I'm going. Any player, any team. Dak Prescott MVP. Dak Prescott MVP. Yeah. You want to talk? You want to talk doing numbers on FanDuel? That's probably like a plus 10,000 right there for you. Might be more.
Y'all might not even finish second in y'all division.
What? What? I
Uh,
can
Nah,
understand the
I think they'll
Eagles.
finish second.
I can understand the Eagles, but we talking about the
They
Giants
gonna
and the
fight. They
Commodores.
gonna fight for one. So they definitely going.
Commodores.
It's gonna
They
be a
fight
fight.
That's
for
crazy.
what?
We talking about the Giants and the Commodores. You think one of them is cursed, and the other one just has a terrible front office. So
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
not worried about
I think they're gonna fight Philly for first.
hey. I think Dak Prescott is going to have an excellent year. I think he's going to have one of those phenomenal Patrick Mahomes-esque years. He's not going to get to that Super Bowl. I do not think we're going to get to the Super Bowl. I'm saying it now.
Yeah.
But I
MVP
do
regular
think
season award. So
regular
yeah.
season, I think he's going to have an incredible regular season. 45 to 48 touchdowns. I said last year he wasn't going to go over 15 interceptions. He had like 10, a 9, something like that. I'm going to say that again, under 15 interceptions. What? I'm 3 running touchdowns. I give that to him at least. Like I don't see where we don't get him there. He's already been in the conversation twice now. So that's my long term, outlandish pick. Got to go with my boy Dakota Prescott.
It's all
All
land.
right.
It's all land.
All right. I done had some time to think with my boy going. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the Ravens gonna have 2,000-yard rushes, and y'all already know the two.
I like that. Honestly. That's not bad. Henry gonna be a monster this year already.
Yeah, for
Henry
sure.
gonna be a
Man,
problem
man.
already.
Baltimore.
You might want to bump that up to 15.
Ah, that's pushing it right there.
That's pushing it a little bit. That's why they get you on FanDuel right there.
Yeah, try to get me some bread.
I'm telling you, that option gonna be crazy.
Right, they definitely got some ways to throw tricks in there.
Lamar and Henry on the same offense.
Lamar and Henry both over 1,000 yards rushing. I mean,
But
I mean,
definitely could see it.
I'm gonna tell you something. Rookie of the year, Xavier Worthy. MVP, Patrick Mahomes. Matter of fact,
All right, man.
another
He got
5,000
pulled
yard
out.
season, Patrick Mahomes.
What's okay? But the first thing you said,
and yeah, the first
I
thing,
wanted to
the last
ask,
thing,
what was the
yeah,
last receiver that won Rookie of the Year? Yeah, and I don't think it's gonna be no worthy.
Yeah.
Why they got
we,
Kelsey and all them other pass catchers on? Nah, it ain't happening.
yeah, you getting too excited. Getting too excited. I might be getting too excited too, but I'm gonna go Antonio Pierce. I'm reaching. Antonio Pierce, head coach of the year, bro. Coach of the year. I just want to
So
see it done. I just want to see
so
it done.
he gonna do a better job than Harbaugh?
I'm just saying. I just want to see it done the way the vibes be in the locker room, man.
I
We need.
don't think he's gonna do a better job than Harbaugh. Now, what Harbaugh pissed me off at, I thought he was gonna at least go try to get his own QB. He left that man
Nah,
out there.
he gonna rock with him because it hasn't really been his fault, honestly, but about why they not successful. I consider I've watched a couple games where I have seen Justin Herbert make incorrect plays when it's crunch time, but the play calling is atrocious.
Yeah,
Like it was horrible, and I knew it was gonna be bad because they got the play caller from Dallas, and they
and
was
Kellen
just
Moore.
saying they had Kellen Moore. We was just saying how soft his playbook was looking, how predictable it started looking after a certain amount of time. So, that was really what it was. I think Jim Harbaugh comes in and spices that up completely. And to your point, the last wide receiver went rookie of the year, Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase was the last time. That was like 2021. Besides that, though, it's been a minute. Besides that, usually it ain't no wide receiver. He won a few ones, I think, in like 10, 12 years.
Yeah, I don't see Worthy being that.
Nah.
I can't see why not.
That's why I had Brendan Rice. That's why I told you. If I was going to give it to anybody, I think Brendan Rice and Justin Herbert is going to be dangerous.
Because you got to be the best pass catcher on your team, first off.
Right.
And we know that's not going to be him. They got Kelsey. He's going to be their
He
best
just
pass
got
catcher.
15 touchdowns at USC last season.
You said he did what?
He just got 15 touchdowns at USC last season. He got a better quarterback now.
Now, okay, so I didn't even have to say it. I mean, I didn't even have to say it. Like, that's like night and day. Coach is like night and day. System like night and day. Like,
if he steps up, then that's that's gonna be a surprise for me. But
hey, Joe,
we gonna see.
Hey, I honestly believe with all this talent, man, that 2002 greatest show on turf. I mean, that 99 greatest show on turf. Yeah, we about to take that.
Oh, 3-peat.
Yeah.
Ho.
Oh what? Oh
He called him
what? What you want to tell me? What you want to tell me?
Fuck no.
What you want to tell me?
Fuck no.
Well, why?
Cause you only got Pat Mahomes. That's it. These niggas had Isaac Bruce, Torrey Hope, Marshall Faulk. Kurt Warner was the last name you was gonna bring up.
Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce.
That's it.
Isaiah Pacheco.
We put Pacheco in that conversation already?
You gonna put Pacheco in this conversation?
I don't know about that.
That Rams team had all people in their prime. Like, other than Mahomes and Kelce,
the only
nobody else in their prime.
The only person that's not in their prime is Kelce.
Orlando Pace.
Oh,
Worthy just got there. Brown just got there.
Give a new name. Give y'all a new name or something. Don't do that. Don't take that shit away. Y'all don't got that.
I say it again. Maybe the people in the back didn't hear me.
Smoking on this gas like Max Crosby, man.
Max Crosby. They need more than locker room vibes over there. On the field vibes.
Matter of fact, who their right side?
Who that?
I know who their left side because Matt Crosby play right.
It's a young.
They brought in Christian Wilkins from Miami.
They got Christian Wilkins from Miami clogging that middle up.
I don't know who they got on the other side though.
So that leaves Max Crosby a little bit more free off them double teams.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go as far as to say we got the best offensive line in the West.
Yeah, I mean they all
Yeah,
been there.
about to
Creed
say it.
Humphrey and Trey Smith and them. Yeah,
You
I
saying
mean shit.
all
That's
this
that's
stuff.
that's front. But Kansas City is solidified. Like they front office is on one right now, so they're not doing too much missing when it
I
comes to these
mean,
draft picks.
that's why I don't understand how when I say greatest show on turf, I don't know why I heard the people in the back say, "Hold on." I
Cause
don't
those,
understand.
cause
Because
the
those
greatest show
names
on
don't
turf
add up.
had people in their prime, like multiple people in their prime. Damn near they whole offense.
And stayed throughout the
And
whole
again, the only person that's not in their prime is Kelsey.
huh?
Who is
Hold
in
on.
their prime other than Pat?
Hold on. Kelsey in his prime because he's coming off of
Yeah,
2 rings in
I
a
would
Yeah,
row.
say
Kelsey
I would
Pat
say
34.
and
he at the.
Kelsey is the only two in their prime.
I would say
Everybody else
Kelsey
he
is
he
34.
nearing
question
the
mark.
end of his prime. I say he nearing the end of his prime.
Man,
We seen what Rob Gronkowski did at the age he did it at. I can't call out Travis Kelsey at right now, so I'm just saying the nigga got 2 rings in a row, so he's still in his prime. But other than those two names, who else you throwing
Yeah, that's what
out?
I'm trying to figure out.
Who else you throwing out there on that offensive side? Nobody.
Hollywood.
In his prime,
Put the Hollywood with Mahomes.
He was in his dad.
what's giving you that he in his prime? What
Put
has he
Hollywood
done?
with Mahomes. Huh?
But
He's
that's
not.
it
Well,
hasn't
first
been
of all,
done yet.
The
Like,
first
problem
of all,
is
your
he
man's
got to
been a
catch the
journeyman,
ball.
yeah,
That problem is he got to catch the ball. He got the speed. He
right?
just don't be catching the ball.
like everybody on
Now
that Rams team,
look at the
everybody knew
QBs.
what they could
Look at the
do.
QBs he had. Look at where he's been. Look at the QBs he had.
Yeah, Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar and Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray,
Those I would consider those two good
I
decent
quarterbacks.
can't
quarterback.
consider.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you why I don't consider Kyler Murray.
And matter of fact,
He ain't done nothing.
Marvin Harrison Jr. got Kyler Murray right now. So,
Mm.
Kyler ain't proved nothing to me.
huh?
Kyler ain't proved nothing.
neither has Hollywood.
All right. So would you say it's the system that he's been in that staggers him?
Honestly, the system with the Ravens was set up for him to thrive. That's why I'm like, I wouldn't. It was literally him. It was literally him in Baltimore.
So
He
okay,
dropped. He had like 8 drops in a season or something like that.
okay, and that was what his first 3 years.
Yeah, that was within his first 3 years.
Okay.
Kyler Murray, I mean, you could sit up here and say Kyler Murray undersized, he overthrow him, underthrow him. You could say stuff like that, but he
Right.
not a garbage quarterback. There's a lot of the times I do be thinking it could be the system, but those weren't two of the worst systems he could have been in. He at least had
They
decent
went two of the
quarterbacks
worst.
that were able to get him the ball if they needed to. And Patrick Mahomes, we gonna see because he got speed. They need to just catch the ball.
And once again, you cannot bring Hollywood Brown into this conversation of greatest show on turf if he ain't been
Yeah,
with the team and he haven't been consistent throughout the years he been playing.
he ain't no Torrey Holt or Isaac Bruce.
Neither one.
It's the system.
Facts.
I'm trying to tell you, it's the system.
And Pacheco ain't Marshall Faulk.
You can't give
That's for
yourself
damn
that
sure.
name, man. I'm sorry. Sorry, you gotta figure out another name. Can't take that name. And
Yeah. All
y'all ain't
right.
touching grass.
All right. Now Rashid, because his dumb ass want to go out and race Lamborghinis and shit, but he's still a solid. He's still a solid receiver.
You still not bringing no big names into this joint. Man, listen.
So whoa. How he not when he led all receiver in catches last year?
And
Please
On the
explain that
Chiefs,
one.
and
Yeah, please explain that one.
and
I
catches.
mean, there wasn't much
Please explain
Who,
that
competition
who,
in the
shit.
who,
receiver
who,
room.
Fuck you mean? How the
who
fuck?
was he at in receiving yards? Who was he at touchdowns?
Listen, man.
You gonna throw out the biggest downfall y'all had last year? Gonna say, oh yeah, he was leading in catches. Y'all throw the ball, okay? What was he at a receiving yard?
number 2 in the league,
Nah,
and that wasn't even in the rookie league.
That's a
That was
cap.
all. That was among all
I
receivers.
think he was like top 20.
That's a cap.
Nah, nowhere near 20.
No, I can't find that.
Somebody got pull up the
Listen,
stats.
you ain't
Stats.
about to listen
See
to
them
his whole
receiver
ass
stats.
group. I'm
Cause
not
he,
even
he
lying.
had just over 1,000. It's not like he had 1,200 or 13. Shit,
Oh
Justin
boy.
Jefferson played 10 games and still had 1,000 yards.
Who's Orlando Pace?
You say who? What?
Who's Orlando Pace on that offensive line? Nobody.
A lot, actually.
He said a lot.
A lot, actually.
I said a lot. All right, man. We're going to catch y'all later, man.
You gotta figure. You gotta figure. My man did it with no offensive line and still got it.
So you can't say a lot if it's nobody.
Okay, Creed. Okay, watch this. Trey Smith.
Nah, he never
Creed
not had an
Humphrey.
O-line.
Huh?
He never didn't have an O-line. If you talking about that Super Bowl, it's because them
Yeah,
tackles got
exactly.
hurt the
That
week
shit was
before.
horrible.
The tackles got hurt the week before. So it wasn't like
That
a
shit
whole
was
season
horrible.
type of thing.
The nigga that we grabbed from Jacksonville, Javon.
Oh,
This
Jawan
motherfucker.
Taylor? Oh my God.
This motherfucker.
Mr. False
Hey, but
Start?
you know what? They set out they set out the discord any and everything on that man. He was doing that shit the season before, and they ain't never called the shit.
But real
But he
quick,
get there and they want to call every motherfucking. That shit was crazy.
That's because the Jaguars weren't getting no TV time. The
Well,
Chiefs was
yeah.
Right.
on TV every week. And
Right.
everybody watching the games see him moving before the ball getting snapped.
They gave him 2 London games last year, right? Real early ass games.
Well, yeah.
hey, all I gotta say is stop trying to take more than what y'all got. Y'all got the best quarterback that ever stepped on the football field, except that. Stop. Hey, I wanted to say your argument of being the best offense ever is better than the argument that you're trying to make. But shit, I could debate that with the Indianapolis Colts and Payne Manning and them boys. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even say you got the best offense ever. But y'all do have the best quarterback. So just why you just can't take that and just move on, man?
I'm fine.
Thank
Eh,
you.
eh,
Okay. I'm sorry.
I take that.
Well, shit. Do all right before we leave. When I said that kind of loosely right there. So do anybody want to throw a debate? Tom Brady.
Somebody want to do what?
Nobody.
Oh, debate what? What you talking about?
Nobody want to debate that Payne Manning best quarterback. I mean Patrick Mahomes best quarterback ever. Tom Brady. Any?
I'm gonna give it time. There's no point in debating it. We got to see how he finishes his career.
Yeah, it's still too early.
He's doing damage early. So I mean, you can't rule him out.
I'll put it to you like this. And matter of fact, I was watching it done with LaShawn on YouTube during the day on Speak. And he was like, if we keep the same pace, he ain't got to keep the same pace for real. He can just repeat and be the GOAT.
He
Without question.
automatic Hall of Fame
Undisputed.
already. But that would change the narrative completely if he
Undisputed. He could three-peat and be the GOAT.
It's still too early.
That's why I said we gotta let it play out. I can sit up here and say that he not, but the way he's headed, it says otherwise.
I mean, he's
Yeah,
been the
shit.
fastest. He's been the fastest to 100 touchdowns. He's been the fastest to 10,000 yards. I mean,
Yeah, it's his trajectory through the roof.
So he had a strong 2 right now for y'all though. That's what y'all saying.
you said
He
what?
in prime position of taking the throne only because
Yeah.
Brady took 10 years to get the 4th ring after
Right.
the 3rd one. After that 3rd ring, it took him 10 years to get the 4th one. That ain't gonna happen to Pat. So
Right.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
So
So,
he definitely got a leg up for sure.
man, NFL Talk, another great episode. Man, Ted, Conspiracy Theory, my man, Jason came through. Catch you on the next one, man.
All right, John.